Welcome to History Chronicles, where today we dive into one of the most electrifying battles ever fought, Thermopylae, 480 BC. It was here that Spartan King Leonidas and his elite warriors took a defiant stand against the colossal might of the Persian Empire, led by the ambitious King Xerxes. In a narrow mountain pass, just 300 Spartans and a few thousand allies faced an invading force that may have numbered in the hundreds of thousands. The odds? Impossible. But the valor, strategy, and sheer will of these men forged a legacy that still ignites the spirit of resistance and freedom centuries later. As we delve into this gripping tale, we'll explore not just the strategies and tactics employed during the battle, but also the profound significance of standing firm in the face of insurmountable odds. The bravery of these warriors has inspired countless generations, reminding us that true valor often shines brightest when the stakes are highest. In a world where fear can easily paralyze, the story of Thermopylae serves as a powerful testament to the importance of courage. It teaches us that even the smallest force can make a monumental impact when driven by conviction and unity. So, join us as we unravel the layers of this legendary battle, examining how the legacy of Leonidas and his 300 continues to resonate in our lives today, encouraging us to confront our own challenges with bravery and resolve. To fully appreciate the significance of the Battle of Thermopylae, we must first understand the events that led to this monumental clash. In the early 5th century BC, the Persian Empire, under the ambitious rule of King Xerxes, sought to expand its territory and influence. Following the earlier Persian wars, which included the famous Battle of Marathon, Xerxes aimed to avenge his father Darius's defeat and bring all of Greece under Persian control. His grand vision was to create an empire that stretched from the Indus River to the shores of the Mediterranean, and Greece stood as a crucial obstacle in his path. The geopolitical landscape of 480 BC was marked by a fragmented collection of city-states, each with its own interests and rivalries. While some, like Athens and Sparta, were beginning to recognize the need for unity against a common enemy, others were hesitant to join forces. The threat posed by Xerxes was unprecedented, as his army was not only vast but also well-equipped, boasting a formidable navy and a diverse coalition of conquered peoples. In response to this looming danger, the Greek city-states began to forge alliances, albeit reluctantly. The Spartans, known for their military prowess, took the lead in organizing a defense, while the Athenians prepared their naval forces to counter the Persian fleet. This growing sense of urgency and the need for cooperation among the city-states set the stage for the fateful encounter at Thermopylae, where courage and sacrifice would soon be put to the ultimate test. At the heart of the Battle of Thermopylae are two iconic figures whose contrasting backgrounds and leadership styles shaped the course of history: King Leonidas of Sparta and King Xerxes of Persia. Leonidas, a member of the Achaemenid dynasty, was not only a king, but also a warrior steeped in the values of Spartan culture. From a young age, he was trained in the rigorous agoge system, which emphasized discipline, endurance, and martial prowess. Leonidas embodied the Spartan ideal of courage and sacrifice, leading by example and inspiring his men to fight valiantly against overwhelming odds. His leadership was characterized by a deep sense of duty to his city-state and a commitment to the defense of freedom, making him a symbol of resistance against tyranny. On the other side stood Xerxes, the Persian king whose ambitions were fueled by a desire for revenge and expansion. As the ruler of one of the largest empires in history, Xerxes commanded vast resources and a diverse army drawn from various conquered territories. His motivations were not only political, but also personal, as he sought to avenge his father, Darius's defeat at Marathon. Xerxes' leadership style was marked by a sense of grandeur and authority, often relying on the sheer size of his forces to intimidate opponents. The stark contrast between Leonidas's inspiring hands-on leadership and Xerxes' more distant imperial approach highlights the differing philosophies of governance and warfare. While Leonidas rallied his men with courage and camaraderie, Xerxes relied on the might of his empire, setting the stage for a legendary confrontation that would resonate through the ages. As dawn broke on the fateful day of the Battle of Thermopylae, the strategic significance of the narrow pass became immediately apparent. This choke point, flanked by steep mountains on one side and the Aegean Sea on the other, was the perfect location for a smaller force to hold off a much larger army. Leonidas and his 300 Spartans, along with a few thousand Greek allies, understood that their best chance of survival lay in utilizing the terrain to their advantage. The narrowness of the pass would limit the effectiveness of the Persian forces, forcing them to engage in close combat where the Spartans could leverage their superior training and discipline. The Spartans formed a phalanx, a tight formation that maximized their strength and minimized vulnerabilities. Each warrior stood shoulder to shoulder, shields locked together, creating an almost impenetrable wall of bronze and resolve. This formation allowed them to effectively counter the Persian onslaught, as they could thrust their spears forward while remaining protected by their shields. The discipline and training of the Spartans were evident as they executed their tactics with precision, holding their ground against the initial waves of attackers. However, the Persian forces, led by Xerxes, were a sight to behold. Estimates suggest they numbered anywhere from 100,000 to over 1 million, a staggering contrast to the mere few thousand Greeks. This overwhelming numerical advantage posed a significant challenge, as the Persians were not only numerous, but also well-equipped and diverse, comprising soldiers from various regions of the vast empire. As the battle commenced, the stage was set for a dramatic clash of wills, where courage would be tested against sheer numbers. As the battle raged on at Thermopylae, the bravery and tactical prowess of Leonidas and his men became increasingly evident. The Spartans, fighting with unmatched discipline and ferocity, held their ground against wave after wave of Persian soldiers. Leonidas, ever the inspiring leader, encouraged his warriors to fight, not just for their lives, but for the freedom of their homeland. His strategic decisions, such as utilizing the terrain to funnel the Persians into tighter formations, allowed the Spartans to maximize their combat effectiveness, even as they faced overwhelming odds. However, the tide of battle took a dramatic turn due to betrayal. Ephialtes, a Greek from the region of Trachis, approached the Persian forces with a treacherous offer. He revealed to Xerxes a hidden mountain path that would allow the Persians to outflank the Greek defenders. This act of treachery sent shockwaves through the Spartan ranks as they realized that their position was no longer tenable. The betrayal not only shifted the balance of power, but also deepened the resolve of Leonidas and his men, who understood that they were now fighting for their very survival. As the sun rose higher in the sky, the intensity of the battle escalated. The clash of bronze against bronze echoed through the pass, punctuated by the cries of warriors and the thundering of feet. Despite the overwhelming numbers of the Persians, the Spartans fought valiantly, refusing to yield. Each moment was filled with drama and desperation, as Leonidas and his men faced their fate with unwavering courage, embodying the spirit of resistance against tyranny. The fight for survival at Thermopylae would soon become a legendary testament to bravery in the face of insurmountable odds. The aftermath of the Battle of Thermopylae reverberated far beyond the narrow pass where the clash occurred. Although the Spartans and their allies ultimately fell to the overwhelming forces of Xerxes, their courageous stand became a symbol of resistance and valor that inspired future generations. The battle demonstrated the effectiveness of strategic positioning and the importance of morale in warfare, influencing military strategies for centuries to come. Leaders throughout history have looked to Thermopylae as a case study in how a smaller, determined force can hold off a larger adversary through discipline, unity, and tactical ingenuity. Culturally, the Spartan stand against Persia has left an indelible mark on Western civilization. The story of Leonidas and his 300 warriors has been immortalized in literature, art, and film, serving as a powerful reminder of the virtues of bravery and sacrifice. This narrative has transcended time, becoming a rallying cry for those who fight against oppression and tyranny. The Spartans' willingness to face certain death for the sake of their homeland has resonated deeply, inspiring countless movements and individuals throughout history. At its core, the legacy of Thermopylae embodies enduring themes of courage and sacrifice. It teaches us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can prevail through determination and unity. The battle serves as a poignant reminder that true heroism often lies not in the outcome, but in the willingness to stand firm for one's beliefs. As we reflect on this legendary confrontation, we are reminded of the timeless values that continue to shape our understanding of bravery and honor in the face of adversity. In summary, the Battle of Thermopylae stands as a pivotal moment in history, illustrating the profound impact of courage and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. We explored the strategic significance of the Thermopylae Pass, where King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans made their legendary stand against the vast Persian forces led by King Xerxes. Despite being vastly outnumbered, the Spartans showcased remarkable bravery and tactical ingenuity, leaving a legacy that would inspire future generations and shape military strategies for centuries. The themes of courage and sacrifice resonate deeply within this narrative, reminding us that true heroism often emerges in the most challenging circumstances. The cultural impact of the Spartan stand against tyranny has transcended time, serving as a powerful symbol of resistance that continues to inspire individuals and movements around the world. As we reflect on the lessons learned from Thermopylae, we are encouraged to embody these values in our own lives, standing firm in our beliefs and facing adversity with unwavering resolve. If you enjoyed this exploration of the Battle of Thermopylae and its significance, we invite you to subscribe to our channel for more engaging historical content. Don't forget to like and share this video with friends and family who might also appreciate the inspiring stories of courage and resilience throughout history. Together, let's continue to uncover the lessons of the past and celebrate the enduring spirit of those who have fought for freedom and justice. Thank you for watching.